can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that.
We're just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson. Ebron's got it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
44-yard line.
On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. Shrugs him off. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20. So
there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they work this out past the 25. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. From the gun, Murray. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Snap comes to Murray at 1. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, first and 10.
36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 40.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Throwing on third and long. Jackson. The man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jackson, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, and it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Murray. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Lions.
From the gun, here's Swift. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On first down, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Browns' 14-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing is Murray on third down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Parkey is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
He'll take over first.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Swift, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Operating from the gun, Murray. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up 4th.
For number 85, incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt.
52-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Once again, it's Swift. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Jackson buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Browns 7, Lions 6. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Here's Swift. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Swift down right around the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Murray. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now they try the right side here, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd down, McKinnon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap, loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. Looking deep here for Ebron. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, a magic number. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And the lead is up to 5.
Good. Makes the score Browns 14. Lions 9. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down. 10 yards to go.
The Lions on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
43-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson, forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a handoff looking right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's good.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 21, Lions 9. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On the tackle.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It's a gain of 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Murray's pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Turnover on downs.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got this down to the 35.
Today's final score.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have